I had this insane thought today that was, who am I without my attraction to someone else? Who am I alone? And it messed with me. It messed with me because I definitely feel like once I became an adult, like 18-year-old, like went to college, it all of a sudden, especially because I was very sheltered, that's a different video about like how I felt like I had a helicopter mom. I know she meant well, but I felt very restricted. And so that caused me to overdate. Once I got that freedom, I moved to a different country. I moved to Los Angeles, okay? And I became a serial dater because I could. And I think that became part of my personality, was that I could date a lot and that I did. And then I had all these options, and that was just like the thing that I did. And that became like my normal. And that is, while it was fun and while it has its perks and while I think dating can make you learn a lot about yourself, I would definitely advocate against setting such a speedy precedent in the sense of like, once dating so much, like the rotation of people and options is your baseline, you get really impatient and you get very like, you just kind of lose my heart's not in it right now. That's why I've like, I'm kind of in my head, I'm mentally taking a step back from intentional dating in the sense of like, I'm not on apps. I'm not like reaching out, trying to gather or like have a roster. I'm like pretty single right now. Like, obviously I've been on a couple of dates recently and like, I still talk to those people. So it's not like I'm not dating, but I'm not like trying to pursue people, and I don't have apps right now, basically. So yeah, today this thought popped into my head, like, who am I without other people romantically? Who am I without my attraction to other people? Who am I without like seeking relationship and love? Like, I know that I'm a Pisces, but that's not all that I am. And I think my next year, so I'm almost 26. I'm 25. My birthday is February 21st. So I'm Aquarius cusp Pisces, and I'm almost 26. And 26 is a good age to be single. 26 is a good age to take a step back and focus on building friendships, with, I hate gnats. Building a strong circle of friends, I have, I've been building a good circle of friends, and I have some solid friends now, and to just keep focusing on spending time with them and like, growing that circle maybe a little bit, or like, I like to have a small circle, but I definitely love to hang out with friends most of the time. And if I have an opportunity to hang out with a friend, I'm going to hang out with a friend over a date. And that's something that I've realized like recently, like, that's what I'm saying about having the pattern of dating a lot isn't necessarily good, because you almost, at a certain point, you're like, it's not that interesting anymore, because you've actually probably seen a lot of personality types, probably like a lot of the different kinds you're going to get, and you know what's for you and what's not for you until something that is really meant for you comes along. You're at a certain point, you've learned what you're going to learn by bouncing off this kind of a personality, and you just start kind of being like, okay, I wish I was home with my dog watching Bravo right now instead of talking to this person that like I don't really care about or get along with, or who doesn't invigorate me. I think the first stages of dating, you're like really blind in regards to what you actually like personality wise. Once you figure that out, then if it's not 100%, it's 0. You understand? You understand what I mean? So I think definitely for this next year, I'm going to be prioritizing friendships, time with myself, and time with this little girly. Because she makes me happier than literally any relationship ever has. And that's the other thing. Like, definitely get a dog, and then only date someone if they surpass or come really anywhere close to the way you feel about your dog. Because if anybody was even like 50% of how I care, even 40, even like 30% of how much I care about her, look at her smile, okay? Look at her smile right now. She's a pampered little princess. If I care about anyone else ever, even a fractal of as much as I care about this little baby, then I'll consider them. Until then, I need to pour my heart into what matters, which is me, her, and the girlies. Right, Violet? And that's on God. I love you. She's like, okay. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you feel me in the comments. Live, laugh, love. Goodbye.